See anything?
Not yet. I don't have you on my. Mm, that's not take two. Take two.
I guess the two didn't come up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's working now.
Doesn't show you're on here though. There's no people here. Oh, there's one. There's one. Even after a whole minute.
Pues sí, se tarda.
All of my ice melted
Sí, I want
quickly.
another coffee.
You made this.
Hmm?
You made.
Do I need it? Do you want it?
You made it.
Oh, yes. Oh, you mean the hole? No, my sister did. The lid. My sister did. Bless you.
Thank you. We have to wait for anybody to find us.
Crash Runner Garage is here.
Hey, Crash. This is our take two. Internet or I don't know what, but we're back. Surrounded by animals here.
Eee, the fluffies. Why are you so dirty?
She won't wake up for anything. She must have had a hard night.
Yeah. Don't pant on me. I'm hot already. Jay's here.
Hey, Jay. This is take two. Let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah, there's some internet problems.
I don't know what happened with the other one. I went into the PC and it said, "You're disconnected. Try again." So I did.
That's why that disappeared from there.
Let's see if you can see how clean my beautiful dart is. I don't
Jay's
know.
asking if you have to adjust the rabbit ears on the deer again.
I absolutely did.
And Crash Road says he missed take one.
You didn't miss anything.
Oh, he didn't miss much.
There's my dart in all its glory. Clean. And I didn't even have to wash it. I just wiped it down with a rag when it was raining. So Mother Nature did my dirty work for me.
I wish for some more rain.
So Crash, we're talking about Mexican Ramchargers
Not
today. I'm not yelling. I'm speaking loudly. There is a difference. So we're talking about Mexican Ramchargers today.
Take one ended with Mexican spec repeating the same sentence about no AC and manual windows. I know, I heard it.
What?
Yeah, because it bugged. So your last sentence, what you were talking about, I think you were talking about the white wagon. It says no air conditioning and manual windows. And did you?
I was talking about Ramchargers.
No, you were talking about the wagons
Oh,
when you bought them.
did they miss all that?
I think so.
Well, that's too bad.
And Glenn Nickerson is here. He says, I wash all my cars in the rain. Cheapskate.
Hey, Glenn, how are you? I know you weren't serious about the Mustang.
But I have Mustang experiences.
They tell us we're not allowed to wash cars here. We'll get a huge fine if we wash cars here. They don't say anything about the car washes, but in a place like this where so much dirt flies around, the only way I can get dirt out of the chrome strips, the chrome trim on all my cars is with water. There's no way to get it out any other way. And I'm not going to let it sit in there.
But we're in a, how was I going to say, a depression?
Yeah, they call it a drought. But
We're in a drought. I need
Well,
another coffee.
the cars need to be cleaned. If I leave the dirt in there, it could start rusting.
I just want to enjoy the ride.
Yeah, all these cars need a lot of work back here. But I'm seeing the asking prices of just about everything going up and up, and it really shouldn't because the exchange rate is going down and down and down, which means it takes more dollars to. Is that right?
Jay wants to know if we have a Tim Hortons there or a Starbucks. We have a Starbucks really close, but a Tim Hortons only in the big towns.
That was in Mexico City.
Yeah, in
We saw
Mexico
it in
City.
Mexico
I think
City.
there's one in Guadalajara.
I didn't go in there. I don't know what it is.
We didn't want in the big.
It seems very
There's a
Canadian to
Starbucks.
me.
There's a bunch of Starbucks. Well, there's one in this town. Mm, then you get to work on them, you slackers, says Chris.
Yeah, well, I'll get right on that, Chris. The Dart doesn't want to start, so he's in timeout. The wagon, flat tire. We took the Chevy apart to paint it the white, which is the same white as this 63 Plymouth here. The Buick has been sitting for how long have we been in this house? 16 years? Like
Mm,
18 years?
no, we took the Buick out when they were here.
We did.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't. But the engine was rebuilt, but it needs a little bit of help. And my Fury is resting. I'm going to have to do a video on the black AMC Spirit because the water is not coming out from between the engine and transmission. It's coming out the left side of the engine. And I mean pouring out like a river. So I don't know where it could be coming from. I filled up the radiator and I was turning it over. It didn't actually start, but it was turning it over. And I look under the car and it's flooded under the car. So I look on the left side of the engine and there's just a waterfall falling out the side of the engine. So I'm gonna have to take a video of that actually happening and see if anybody can tell me what they think.
Jay says I painted a Corvette with Rust-Oleum and 2K clear. It looked awesome.
How did you paint the clear? With cans too? This 63 Plymouth was painted with primer, and then I put the clear over it in 2013. The car still got a shine on it. I've never. Well, when it was first done, I tried to color sand and buff it and stuff. Well, sand it and buff it. But since then, it's been sitting out in the sun for years. Looks fine. The shine is still here, except for the roof where it's peeling off. But some rust is coming back.
Wow, that's a lot of messages. And Chris's missing bolt that goes into the water jacket. How about the black car?
But it was fine before. It just started doing that when I took it to the gas station the last time. So I don't know if a bolt couldn't have fallen out. We haven't touched it.
Glenn says, I think people are realizing that new cars are junk, and if they can find an older rust-free car they can maintain, it is better investment.
I hope they think
It
that,
is a better.
but their problem is going to be finding a decent one in the U.S. that somebody hasn't gotten their hands into, because everybody over the years, you give the car to a kid and the car it basically gets destroyed.
Jay says, no, a gallon with hardener from Amazon. They painted his
Oh,
car.
okay, with a gun then. Yeah.
Did you ever use the gun that I got you?
Yes.
Okay.
I used it up.
Chris says, core plug leaking fell out.
On the top of a head? On the head?
Mm. Glenn says, I'm thinking freeze plug, buddy.
Yeah, but it's coming out from where the exhaust manifolds and the intake manifolds meet the head. I don't know if there's a freeze plug there.
Jay says, my new Mirage is amazing. Which one is the Mirage?
what is it? The paint gun?
or the car.
It's not a Mitsubishi. I doubt he has a Mitsubishi Mirage. But Glenn, I hope you're right that people are looking for solid old cars. The problem with the Mexican cars is they basically came with no options, and people over there want every option on it. So it could be a problem.
Intake gasket, possibly.
But the way the water is coming out, it's like a waterfall. It's just like that. It's not spritzing. It's not. I mean, it's heavy flow. Let's put it that way. It's heavy flow. So it's really odd. I mean, I wouldn't be asking if it was something obvious, but I'm going to take a video and show it. It's not obvious where it's coming from. That's the problem. I thought we were going to have to take the engine out of it, but apparently not.
You were wrong.
Well, I'm glad.
No. Jay says about a brand new Mitsubishi Mirage and compared it to the 59. So he does have a Mirage.
Why would you compare it to a 59 Rambler?
I don't know, that's what it is.
I always liked the Mitsubishis, the Dodge Colts, all of that stuff.
Glenn says fewer options, fewer problems about buying old cars. And Jay says sounds like you need bigger pads for the heavy flow. Yeah.
Definitely. Maybe I'll try the pads on the side of the engine and see if it helps. Not really going to stop the flow, but it may soak it up. But I just published recently a 69 Javelin that came originally with an inline six, and somebody put a Ford 302 in it, but no power steering. They didn't put the power steering in. Maybe it wasn't compatible with whatever power steering was in that car. And then today, I published a 1968 Ford Falcon that originally came with a Ford 302 and now has an inline six in it. Because somebody thought they were going to get better mileage with an inline six, and it doesn't work like that.
Jay says both were the lowest list price cars in 1959 and 2025.
Yep. The Mirage was cheaper than the Versa. Jay? Everybody's saying that the Versa with a stick shift is the cheapest car you can get right now. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the video. It's a channel called The Middle Lane. They bought a 1979 Ford Fairmont four-door in Ohio with 58,000 miles on it, beautiful condition, to drive it all the way down Route 66 to Santa Monica, California. It has the Pinto 2.3 liter four-cylinder in it, and the car performed really well, but they keep calling it the cheapest car from 1979. And I know for a fact that Pintos were cheaper and Chevettes were cheaper and a few other cars were cheaper. But the car has air conditioning and two-tone paint and really nice interior and stuff, so it was not even a bottom-of-the-line car. But the car made it all the way, no problems.
He says the Mirage was cheaper with discounts.
Oh, okay. So Mitsubishi helped pay for it. Are they going to keep selling cars there? Or are they going to bow out like Suzuki did? We have the Mirages here too. And we also have the older models, which was the Dodge Attitude, I think, was also a Mitsubishi Mirage. They just rebadged as a Dodge here. So they got to sell two of them. They last forever. I've been in them as Ubers, and they last hundreds of thousands of kilometers, under heavy use. So you should get a lot of use out of that car, Jay.
Chris says, as far as I know, Mitsubishi is staying in the U.S. market, and Jay says they are on the verge of going out of business.
Well, how many cars do they have? Do they sell the Montero there and all of the weird-looking things that they sell here? Because their SUVs are really odd-looking.
Yeah. They're cheap.
And I don't think they sell the pickup over there, the L200, the diesel.
Jay says it's my first new car and my first three-cylinder.
I rented a Ford Figo with a friend of mine, and we went down. We went 2 hours down the highway. I didn't realize it was a three-cylinder until we got back and I opened the hood, and it was passing cars on the highway, no problem. It never gave me any indication that it wasn't a four-cylinder, because four-cylinder also did come in the Ford Figo, but it drove great out there. Highway speeds, plenty of power to pass, and got great gas mileage. So, you know, it's weird what they can do with engines these days. Actually, even the Chevy Sprint felt decent to me as long as it was a stick shift. The automatic was a dog, but the three-cylinder Suzuki 1 liter engine always felt good driving it around.
What does mean it was called?
Really slow.
Mm.
Couldn't get out of its own way. We didn't really sell many automatics at the Chevy dealer in '87. I don't remember them coming in. If you're going to buy a small car like that, it better be a stick shift. We did see some Spectrums that were automatics. I remember that. They came in. But they were a little bit bigger car and had a four-cylinder in it. And that was in a Suzu. So that was a decent car when it was new and under warranty. Then you move up to the Cavalier, and most of them were automatics, except for the VL model, which was a stick shift value leader.
Mirage is discounted in the US for 2025. They only have two other vehicles, both SUVs. And the Mirage has a CVT.
Mm. Do they even sell a stick shift?
With all the two vehicles being trucks, I don't think so.
No, I mean in the Mirage.
Um,
Is it even an option? I'm not sure I'd want to have a car like that long term with the CVT. Let it be somebody else's problem.
hey Lester,
Hi, Lester. We're back.
he's back as well.
Huh?
He's back as well.
Good.
They discontinued the manual Mirage in 2023.
They don't know what they're doing.
You know what I would like? Those long chairs for the pool.
Chaise Lounge.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lounge.
The Fiat discontinued the stick shift in the Ram 700 here, the little small pickup, for 2025, or was it 24? Oh, it was 25. Remember we went to the dealership to look at it for Brett? The little Brazilian pickup.
Yeah.
And her little Italian pickup.
They don't have it anymore?
They don't sell it in a stick shift.
Hmm.
So if he wanted one, it would have to be a 2024 model. I would have to find him a used one.
Glenn says even old Mitsubishis are hard to get parts for. The Eclipse was their best seller for years. Yeah, I really like the Eclipse. A lot of people didn't because of the shape. Like Miguel said, it looked like you just grab a bunch of a clump of clay and just toss it in the ground, and that was your car. But I don't know. I really liked it.
They did sell. I see them for sale all over the place here, even from like the mid '90s. There are some here, but people don't really want one unless it's a fully top of the line with a turbo and everything else. Even though they are good driving cars, but I can't. They sold more automatics than they did stick shifts in those two, and I just don't understand that. It's supposed to be their sports car, and most of them were automatics. No thanks.
Lester wants to know what is your favorite current car that you own.
Well, since she can hear me, I have to. I have to say, Sherry, my Fury, Lester. I don't have a choice.
Don't I own that? Don't I own her?
Yes, but she's still mine.
Okay, fair enough.
She's right next to this car, so I have to say that. No, but that's true. I mean, apart from the Durango that gets me around, she's my favorite and has been since I was 15 years old. When Scott at Cold War Motors was on Tony's Live on Thursday, he said that he's playing around with his '61 Plymouth Savoy slant six stick shift that he had since he was a kid, and I have my Fury here, which is a V8 automatic, which I've had since I was a kid.
Hello, Olive. That's not a Valiant. Jay says hardly anyone knows how to drive a stick these days.
Well, that's their problem, but they should still sell the stick shift.
Chris, wait. No, that was a
Hi, Olive. Didn't I explain this before that the Mexican Dart has a Valiant rear end and a Dart front end, and they call it a Chrysler Dart? That's what that is, a four-door.
You didn't ask me.
You ask you what?
What my favorite car that I own is?
Well, let him ask you.
No, you asked me.
What is your favorite car?
The Dart.
Well, that's because we've spent so much time driving it all over the place.
Yeah, I have so many stories in that car. Going to Mazatlan was fun in that parade.
Yeah.
Even though it was overheating.
As old cars are wont to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, he fit right in with all the rest of the classic cars that were there. I was not embarrassed to bring him out there.
Chris says, so what cars do you own that actually run and get used as daily drivers? What are your daily
What
drivers?
about all these?
They were talking to each other. They were saying hi to Olive and stuff.
Oh, okay. Right now, the Durango is the only one that works. The wagon, it developed a problem where when I'm in the start position, it's sending power to the coil. It's not sending power to the coil, but if I let the key off a little bit, it'll send power to the coil. So I'll turn it over and then let it out, and it'll catch if I'm lucky. But it's a Chevy, it's a small block Chevy, so it always starts and runs.
You're such a
No matter
backseat
what.
driver.
Why?
Because you don't let me control the chat.
That's because you're looking everywhere else and not at the chat.
I'm looking at the chat. They're talking with each other.
I really hate those wheels. No offense.
No offense. Immediately gonna explode. Glenn says just bought a 95 F-150 with an 85K 302.
85,000 mile.
85,000 mile 302.
Automatic overdrive.
¿Me vas a dejar leer o no? Digo, si quieres léelo tú. A ver, ten.
No, go ahead.
Ándale pues. Original paint, very little, not fixed, from Alabama for 5K. Up here in the Northeast, it's a deal. Should last as long as me. Jay says it needs an ignition switch. Sounds like the Durango.
The wagon.
Durango.
The wagon.
No, you were talking about the Durango doing that thingy.
No, I was talking about the wagon not starting unless I let the key off.
You were talking about the daily drivers.
Talking about the wagon.
Put me more attention to the chat.
That's a very nice truck, Glenn. Is it regular cab short bed or an extra cab?
Chris was also thinking about an ignition switch. And Lester says, or a resistance wire. Were you guys talking about the wagon or the Durango? Because I'm confused now. Sorry.
Well, see, anything that went wrong with that is just because it was sitting, and I don't know what to look for.
But I thought you were talking about your daily driver, the Durango.
No, we switched over. Then I started talking about the wagon because he asked me which cars run.
Okay, so he was talking about the wagon. Okay.
He asked me which cars run. I said, well, this is in timeout. That has a problem with the ignition. We took that all apart. That's been sitting for years. The 63 Plymouth here needs a carburetor and a master cylinder.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
With a carburetor and a master cylinder on this, it would be a daily driver again, even with the accident damage.
I'm just the looks on this channel. I don't know anything about cars.
Not even that, because you don't go in front of the camera.
You were gonna say something mean. You're so rude.
That wasn't mean.
No, but I thought you were gonna say something mean.
Well, I'm not mean. I didn't say anything mean, so I can't be mean because of that. Go in your room, dog. It's cooler in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Now she's looking at you. Now she's looking at you.
Bien, ya no tengo café. No puedo. Thank you.
It's always something with these cars.
By the way, we're not fighting. I'm Mexican. There's a difference.
And Sinaloan.
From Sinaloa. Yeah, from the north. So if you don't know anyone from Mexico and from the north, you wouldn't know that we're not actually fighting. Glenn says regular cab, short bed, dual tank, two-wheel drive. Still has the original shackles and radium arms on their head up here.
That was a very good price for that.
What's the
5,000.
What are the
You
shackles?
can't get a truck like that here for double that. It's really hard to pry a truck out of a Mexican's hands.
Kevin Smith is here.
Hi, Kevin.
What are shackles?
Shackles?
Mhm.
They're underneath that hold the leaf springs.
Oh, my leg fell asleep.
Right, that shackle right there, or that
No.
one. That one in the back.
Okay.
I think that's what he's talking about.
Ah,
How you doing, Kevin?
my leg fell asleep.
How's the warden today? I forgot to tell Buff I was going live. Oh well. I told my kid I was going live too to come in here to see what we do. So when we go out on the highway, he's gonna be reading the comments to me on the highway. But he must be sleeping after playing video games all night.
Kevin says, stop by to give a like and a little busy today.
You're busy on a Sunday?
Mm.
What is there to do on a Sunday?
Housework?
Good idea. I just realized the drum is green on there. I'm gonna have to paint that.
Kevin says she's sleeping now, finally.
Good.
I'm the warden's caretaker.
Mm-hmm. If I take this car out, I'm gonna have to renew the registration on it. I mean, I don't have to, but I should.
I think you should put a disclaimer on all of your lives. We're not fighting. She's from Sinaloa. Yep.
You can explain that when it happens. No problem.
Chris says yard work, housework, working on our cars, and like you, some of us aren't slackers.
He's been working on his 85 LeBaron, and he's almost got it ready to get registered.
Jay says things to do on a Sunday, hang out with the specs.
Oh, that's nice.
Hi, Joy.
Joseph.
Kevin Smith says caregiver. Oh, so he's the warden's caregiver.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the warden?
His wife.
Meow. My meow.
Very pushy today.
Kevin says good looking swinger dart.
It is a dart, yes. It's a Chrysler dart. You might notice the Plymouth rear end on it. In the US, that part in the middle of between the tail lights would actually say Plymouth. But because this is not a Plymouth, they made it like that on it.
And Jay says he likes the Chevy wagon.
Oh, I wish it didn't have so much rust, Jay. But it still runs. The problem I have right now with it, and I've had it up on racks, and I've looked at chassis, I've looked at everything, but when I put my foot on the brake, it feels like the whole front end bows down, and the fan hits the fan shroud. So something is moving in the front end of it, to make that happen.
Tom Anderson is here. He says hello. Hope you're having a good day.
Hi, Tom. We hope you're having a good day too.
Glenn says, "What do you do on a Sunday? Try to get motivated to go work on tomorrow." Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I get a lot done on Sunday. I publish cars. I'm on lives, even though this morning Steve Leto didn't have a live. I have to clean up this backyard. I have to feed the animals. I have to get ready for Tony's live because I have to be there. Clean up after all the animals on Sunday in the heat. I'm glad I had my frozen Coke in the freezer.
Jay says, "Body mounts bushings are the best."
The what?
Not our beat.
Body mounts.
Bushings are beat.
I don't know if it's only that because remember, I don't know if you heard me when I was saying that when I bought the car, the it was like there was damage in the suspension on the right front. I didn't know when I bought it because I bought two wagons at the same time and had them transported. But when it got here, so I had that fixed, and I've had it up on racks, and I've looked at it, and I can't find any accident damage or anything bent. But when I put my foot on the brake, you can literally see the front end bend down in front and see the body lines get bigger and smaller. So I don't know.
What do you have to say for yourself?
He likes that microphone.
No, no, bite it. No, oh, no biting. You're really dirty. Give me the back. Mm, Kevin says.
Olive didn't come back in, did she? Hey, that's my water. That's my water.
Kevin says, "I'm retired, so every day is the same."
I can see that. I sit in my room doing the same thing. It doesn't matter what day it is. And because of that, time passes really quickly. I mean, we're in the middle of July now, and it was just recently New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And Christmas. So it's really odd. But my son is entering his third year of medical school in September. So the quicker time passes, the quicker he's going to be a doctor, and I'm not going to have to pay doctors anymore. Really? You tell the story. We are here to talk about Ramchargers. So does anybody have a Ramcharger story? Well, I know you don't. You don't buy cars.
Well, he was laying on top of one for a while.
Don't get your hair on my straw, please. Is it still going?
Yeah. It buffers the results. Yes, hold on. Can you fit a mattress on the back of a carrier?
Probably. It's as wide as a hearse.
Well, it can be a single mattress.
Right, a twin.
But like, not a
The
twin, a
length?
single.
A twin is the least wide you can get.
No, that's a single.
Oh, so it just came back.
Mm,
Lost a lot of.
Oh Jesus, that was a lot of messages.
It wasn't giving us the messages. So
Kevin says, "What's the temperature there? It's 85 here and breezy."
it's about 94 right now. with about 45-50% humidity.
Glenn says, "What day is it, Kevin?" They say it's the first thing you forget when you retire. Yeah.
We already told him it was Sunday, so that's he would cheat on that.
Tom Anderson is asking, Kevin Smith, are you busier than when you had a job when you retired? Aren't you? Jay says, only times I experienced fan hitting shroud were bad engine mounts or bad body mounts.
Yes, but that's when you're accelerating or decelerating. This is when you're braking. The whole front of the car bends down. You can see it. So something is sprung somewhere. And remember, the car does have quite a bit of rust on it.
Kevin says, I don't know how I found the time to work. Olive says, did I miss something?
Hi, Olive.
Unfinished project this year?
Here's a problem. I
What?
changed the camera and it's not changing anything up
Uh,
here. I don't know if it's only that because remember,
no,
I
it's
don't know
still
if you
going.
heard me when I was. All right, but it hasn't changed the image.
Yeah, because it's late.
It's supposed to be only
It's,
like
it's
a few
delayed.
seconds.
It's fine. It depends. Well, in first prize this year, Chris says he'll charge you double. Kevin says, lost my best friend. Just found out today. I'm so sad. I'm really sorry to hear that, Kevin.
Me too, Kevin. How you doing? Unfinished project.
Lester says, hi, Kevin. I am retired also. I know a week has passed when it's the day to put out the garbage. Yeah, same.
Hmm.
Tom Anderson is, Kevin, now that you're retired, you should take up farming. Then you won't have any time for do anything. Yeah. Finish says, why is there so much rust around the rear window?
Because it's a Dodge Dart. Unfinished. And we're actually close to the water, so we do have salt in the water in the air here.
Glenn says, Ramcharger story, work on one once, glad only once.
Are they that bad?
Mm. Kevin says, Cloud was my best model car body.
Oh, that's terrible. That just happened to us in 2021. Lost my best friend of 30 years. So a lot of
Was,
emotions to go along with that.
was it 2021?
Yes, it was. It's been 4 years now.
Mm. From car says, it's almost as hot here in Buffalo, Niagara Falls, New York. Yep.
Well, you always have humidity up there, I bet, from the falls.
Lester says, was passenger in a Plymouth Trail Duster once. That is the closest I've been to in a Ram Charger.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Kevin says he's going to go pray for his friend Claude. See you all later.
Take it easy, Kevin. All our thoughts and prayers are with you.
Tom Anderson says, have a good afternoon, Kevin Smith. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the chat updated.
But the, did I?
Hold on, it's
No, I
buffering.
have it. I have it pointed at both cars. Has the image changed for you guys? I have the camera pointed at both cars.
It's updating.
Yes, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, because my internet's slow. See, that's like 2 minutes ago.
Uh-huh. Shouldn't be that long.
It's my internet. I can try.
No, 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 no,
Wrong.
no. No, 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 no.
Yeah, my internet's slow.
But why?
I don't know. Maybe the internet itself. Camera move left. Yeah, see that now it moved. Olive says, "Be right back. Gotta drive a minute.
Drive
Drive on it.
in a car?
I guess."
Yeah, hold on to the good memories, Kevin. Yeah, it was May of 1990 when I bought the Escort. Is when I
When you
met
met him.
met him. So yeah, it was exactly 30 years,
Yeah.
31 years, 31. A lot happens in 31 years, but it goes by so fast, so fast. Oh, so tired.
No, sí, so
The heat does it.
I see.
Luckily, we have some shade. So, how many cars do all you guys have? And girl, I have one, two, three, four, five, six. I have eight at the moment that are mine or ours. I don't think it's updating the chat because people should be answering by now.
Well, one, you can do it on that one. I think it's my phone, not yours. But
Yeah, I'm seeing messages over here that are not showing up here.
Chris says 4 cars in the driveway of Misfits. See, it's updating.
Chris, when do you think you're gonna drive the Lee Baron?
Lee Baron.
Yep. He's been doing work on underneath the car and under the hood and doing brakes and everything else, and he hasn't driven the car yet.
Mm.
Why do you always get to be number one, Chris?
Lester says he has 3. Max was 5.
Is that because of all the that's all the room you had, Lester?
Mrs. Peck and only Mrs. Peck. If you could pick any car you wanted, what would you get? I still want my Acadia. Yeah, I wanted the Acadia.
Ask them if they think it's a good one. GMC Acadia.
Yeah, I was researching cars for a while, a couple years back because I had my mom in a wheelchair and I had to drive her around. And out of all the cars that I was looking at, the Acadia seemed the best. With the features that is in Mexico, obviously they're not the same ones as they're in the U.S. Um, but yeah, the Acadia, I still really like it. I don't know why it just really caught my eye. It's really pretty. Um, Different features from the U.S. and Mexico, but do you guys like it? Is it like does it sound like a good car over there? Um, Chris says couple of weeks probably. Gotta get it insured and registered first to the LeBaron. Lester says yes, room and cost about the only having room for 5.
Yeah.
Glenn says a 2001 Grand Marquis, 1995 Ford pickup, 1966 Ramble Classic,
Rambler.
I guess, and 1941 Willis Coupe, and part collecting of a 1941 Willis pickup.
Those aren't hard to find. Those cars aren't hard. Don't have hard to find parts at all. You're right up my alley, Glenn. All of my cars are hard to find on parts. They always have been since I was a teenager.
Jay says I have a new car, so I'm down to 3 cars.
There is something liberating about having a car you can go out to that'll take you anywhere. Whenever I bought a new car, I would take a little trip in it somewhere. Always. The first night I bought my 97 Ford Taurus wagon, It was not the LX. It was the GL. It didn't have the good engine in it. It had the 3.0. But I had to go from Vegas back to California for something. And halfway through the trip, all of the lights on the left side of the car went out. The marker lights, the headlights, everything. I had nothing. So made the trip, came back to Las Vegas, delivered to the dealer, and they said, "Oh well, there was some wiring that was um, cut in half by the steering column or something." So they had to replace a whole bunch of wiring in a brand new. The car was 1 day old. No, it was the same day. The same day I bought it. But yeah, I always did that, and see how the car drove and everything else.
You know what car I miss? The shoot, what was it? The one that you had before the celebrity. It was also a white one.
Before the
You had
celebrity,
you had two doors.
Beretta.
Yeah, the Beretta.
I had that after.
Um,
Yeah, that was a good car. And whoever Jose gave it to probably destroyed it. He paid me for it. That's how people are with cars, though. Unfortunately. And of course, it was Ellie's family that he gave it to. All garbage.
he had a cup holder
Yep.
that you didn't know how to work.
And its fears came true. I did sell it. I remember when we were in Culiacan, we pulled into the new car dealer, and all of the agents started freaking out. No, don't sell me! Don't sell me! Yeah, its fears came true. Went to somebody that didn't respect it and probably destroyed it. I know they destroyed the celebrity.
Lester says, "What new car brands are currently sold in Mexico?"
All of them.
Yeah, we do have.
All of them plus 25 Chinese brands.
Yes.
And Renault and Peugeot and Fiat. The full line of Fiat. Fiat makes a lot of vehicles for Ram and for Dodge. They make a Ram 700, which is the small one, and they make a Ram 1200, which is the medium-sized truck that they sell here. But I would not want one of those. It's still a Fiat under the skin.
And you now sell the little pickup that you were talking about?
A little pickup.
Mm, well, if I remember the name, I will tell you.
The Ram?
I think so. You were talking about one more year and you will be able to sell this car.
Oh, I put a I put a link on my website coming soon of all of the vehicles that will be available for 2001, the 2001 models. So, yeah, there was a lot of interesting vehicles there.
Glenn says, I see those lenses haven't moved much.
Huh?
I see those lenses haven't moved much.
Yes, they did. I've cleaned all of these, plus all of the Volkswagen Beetle turn signals. They're in a box in there. I had that whole trunk full of stuff I needed to clean. I have been out here cleaning them. And then the rain, and then when it rains, it fills up this roof here that we're under with water, and then it flows off the roof right onto all of those taillights. So that's why they're all dirtied again.
Chris says the Ram ProMaster sold here as Fiats.
Yeah, we have those here too. There's every company has one of those vans. There's a Fiat, there's a Peugeot, there's a Ram, there's every company, and they all look exactly the same to me. I don't know if they're just rebadged from the same manufacturer or what, but they all look the same to me, front and rear. So, you know, people need vans, I guess. They're not interesting like the American vans were, the Chevy and the Ford and the Dodge, where you could have a work van or you could customize it to be really pretty with really nice interior and the paint design and everything else. You can't really do that with those Pro Masters. And they all look narrow and tall to me. So I don't know how they do on ways with the wind and everything. Did the image move?
Yeah.
It did show the taillights.
Yeah.
So I have been working, Glenn. I did take a couple of minutes to clean some, and then I'm putting them in plastic bags, and I'm going to put them back in the cupboards in the room over here.
Did you put the picture of the lizard on Instagram?
No.
Hey, tell Olive what it was.
Oh, Olive. We looked it up last night, and apparently it is an iguana. It is a female iguana because it is missing some of the what I'm going to call it trim under the
Like the skin,
yeah,
the extra skin.
under the jaw. With that a male would have much longer and much longer on the spine of his back and everything. But it was a female iguana, pretty
Yeah.
young, a young one. And I haven't seen her come back, so she must still be up in the tree.
Hopefully.
Yeah, Lester. Yeah, they're tall like that, Chris, but how do they handle in the wind? That's the problem. You get into a windy area and it pushes you into the next lane. How do you handle that? Or a big truck goes by and puts you into the emergency
I wonder
lane.
what happened with that Mercedes Benz van that they were trying to sell.
Who was trying to sell?
Mercedes Benz.
They sell them.
They do? Is it a
Yes.
sellable?
Yes, I've
Even
seen
though
them
so
around.
expensive?
I've seen them around. When you open the door, the Mercedes logo stays right there. I don't know if they're any more expensive than any of the rest because they're Mercedes. They have to be
Oh, I
compatible. They
thought they
have to be
were.
comparable with the price of the other one. Nobody on a work van. Nobody's gonna spend more money just because it's a
Well,
Mercedes.
I remember when I saw the one and only time that I saw about it in the review, they were saying about the price and that it was really expensive compared to the other ones.
Well, then maybe people haven't bought it. I've seen them
Mm.
around. But remember, again, just like the U.S., if a company buys it, the price is tax deductible. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter how much it is. But I would be questioning what engine it has, what transmission it has, how dependable it is, how much time is it going to be in the shop when it should be on the road for my business. I wouldn't want an overcomplicated work van just because it has a Mercedes emblem on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I also don't want a Fiat. So people buy Ram here and they think it's a Ram. Turns out to be a Fiat under there. We went from being able in the late 70s to buy a Dodge van with a 440 under the doghouse to these ProMaster vans that nobody even wants to look at. Bye. Top fans?
Hmm?
Top fans? I don't know. That must be that up there. Kathy says she couldn't see that. She may be looking at that right there, but it does say that. I'm gonna tell her top fans. She said she couldn't see the XP there,
Hmm.
the crowns or any of that stuff.
Lester says the tires look small on the European vans, even if they aren't.
I wonder if that has to do with height requirements and stuff over there because they have requirements that they can only be, because especially the width, they're very small roads over there.
And Chris says two of my four cars are Fiats.
Voluntarily?
Don't be rude. You're making friends.
No, 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 no. It's no secret what Fiats are, and the French cars are even worse. Peugeot and Renault, even worse. The Renault Quid
Chris
was
says one of my Fiats was made in Mexico.
Mexico. The Renault Quid was the worst car I have ever been in the back seat. The cushion on the seat is so thin that you actually have a backache when you get out of the car after even a short ride. It was horrible. And they actually sell those to people to use, to drive. I can't imagine the front seat's much better. With I guess with a small car, you have to buy the one that has the best warranty because they're all basically the same. Whatever has the best warranty and the best price, you buy that one. That's what it comes down to. You also have to look to see if the company will actually stand behind the warranty.
The oh, it says both of my Fiats have given us few issues so far.
Good. Hope it continues that way.
The worst car that I've been in the back seat of,
A mango just fell.
yeah, I heard. I honestly don't remember what it was. I think it was a Camaro, like a 70s Camaro. But it wasn't because it was a bad car. It was because there was five of us, and I had to sit in the middle, which is not an actual seat. So my ass was really really hot because of
The transmission tunnel.
yeah. It was like I couldn't sit. I was sitting on my ankles because I couldn't sit on the floor, on the thingy. That wasn't fun.
Probably an '80s Camaro.
I don't know. I It was a long time ago. I don't remember. I was like 17. No, I went to a bar, so I had to be 18, 19.
And whose car was that?
Somebody's. I don't remember. It was a friend. A
You
friend
got
of a
into a
friend.
stranger's car?
Well, it was a stranger driving it, but they were friends with me,
Mm-hmm.
and he wasn't drinking, so it was fine. We went to play pool.
We will talk about this later.
Sure, we will.
We've been here for over an hour, so I think we should go inside. I'm gonna have my frozen Coke. Then I'm gonna come out here and clean the backyard. Then it'll be time for Uncle Tony.
Lester says the worst back seat for me was a 1968 Fiat 850.
It has a back seat.
I don't know. It's
Those
also
cars weren't really made for comfort. Why do you mess with things?
because the image is not
So
according to
what?
the chat.
As long as the chat is working. I don't see any comments here. It's been 59 minutes and 30 seconds. 31, 32, 33.
Fine.
Sunday is a busy day. Yesterday we really didn't have time to do it, so I want to thank everybody for being here. Um, thank you for our mods, Jay and Jay.
You're so rude.
We didn't really talk much about Ramchargers. I expected somebody to come in here that actually had a question about them because when I put the thumbnail up, it goes out to my 1,800 subscribers. So maybe somebody had a question, but I guess not. So We will talk with to everybody soon when we are in other lives. So I appreciate everybody being here. Adios, all.
Goodbye, guys. Oh, the X.